It's an uncalled for podcast. What's uncalled for about it, Mike?
That's an interesting question, and one I'm glad you brought up because it needs to come up at some point. It actually got its genesis from my first podcast, Sunflower Brew. We had a habit of taking photos with our guests. And one guest in particular, another West grad, but way before either of us, Reggie Marcellus, he was running for Congress.
Okay.
And we had him on the Sunflower Brew podcast. I took the photo, and I was wearing one of my favorite hoodies, which happens to be a Duke hoodie. And in the comments, one of my other political friends, Amber Sola, who ran for State House twice and lost each time, and coincidentally was the last guest we had on Sunflower Brew. She said, "That sweatshirt's uncalled for." Of course, the funny thing is I'd never been to Duke. I just like Duke because Coach K and I both Pollocks, and I appreciate the job he's been doing over the years.
Oh, yeah. Quite a bit of success.
I seem to recall vaguely one of the things that between high school and college, because I was in the Navy for all of 2 weeks.
Sure.
Right?
I do remember you leaving and then coming back fairly quick.
Yeah.
I remember that summer.
It was fairly quick.
That was a crazy summer.
It was, and that was a crazy thing that happened after I came back.
Did you go up to close to Chicago for that? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great Lakes. And I get home, and you guys, were you part of this? The party?
I think so. I was.
Yeah, the party, and I just don't remember Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that was over. Was that Weller's house?
I thought it was Finley's.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was Finley's. Yep. Yeah, you were drinking a lot of Kool-Aid that night.
Yeah.
But the Kool-Aid had a lot of vodka in it.
I would later find out that I just can't handle vodka. I can handle other alcoholic drinks, but not vodka.
Well, anything you drink too much of, you can't handle. So I think you had a lot of it that night. Maybe did you know it had vodka or not?
I did not.
Okay.
And I was
the Kool-Aid
Mormon I was also Mormon at the time, so I wasn't allowed to be drinking.
Oh, yeah. So the Kool-Aid was spiked.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid was spiked. Yeah.
Listen to this and much more on This Podcast is Uncalled For. Available now wherever you podcast.